Who from?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Carver Grass Club on Tuesday night, the 12th of October, of Lawntober.
Lawntober.
And the return of the Wall.
Hey, Wall.
G'day.
Hey,
He's back. He's back with his syndesmosis and
whatever it is.
what have you got?
Plantar fasciitis or whatever.
Oh, something like that.
Can't walk on
treading
a
on
heel.
Lego disease.
It's better than Lego.
Better than Lego. Welcome to the Carver Grass Club. Important night tonight. There is a bit of a giveaway. We've got some Redskins.
Got some Redskins, some Sherbies.
Some Sherbies and some Pockies to give away. Some chicken and biscuits. If you haven't been into these yet, get into them.
Dixie drumsticks.
The Dixie drumsticks and the fried chicken shake. That's what's up for grabs tonight.
Massive.
No, not really. What have we got to give away tonight, Will?
So finally the ICL Landscaper Pro Comp has concluded and we're going to announce the top 3 winners tonight. So number 1 winner will win the MoMaster R22 and the Total Dominance lawn care package from lawncaresuppliers.com.au.
Yep.
And then the 2 runners up will win the Total Dominance lawn care package from Lawn Care Supplies.
Which is a fantastic prize in itself. It's $1,000 worth.
The 12 that were picked right at the the final hour, they'll get a bag of Landscaper Pro Maintenance and a handy green spreader as well. So
Can vouch for that product. My lawn looks amazing from that right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
10 days in.
So, just a superb, super bloody amazing prize pool. That we know who the 12 who win it. Say 9 will get that.
Yeah.
And 3 will get the Total Dominance pack.
Yeah.
And 1 on top will get the
MoMaster.
The MoMaster.
And to get to hang out with you boys.
And you too.
COVID depending.
Where
are they? Are they Victorian?
Haven't even checked.
We don't know.
Hopefully
we don't know who's won it yet.
Hopefully you're watching tonight.
Yeah, you're watching tonight. Otherwise,
should we wait until we get some more people watching before we announce it?
Gary, stop sending me stuff, please.
Standard.
Gary.
We can wait a bit later until more people are watching.
Yeah, because there's only 7 on now.
I've got 20.
I don't think a lot of people are waiting till around 7:30.
Alright.
I think a lot of people.
Is that
they
that's
wouldn't
what
know.
Tom Semi said?
Yeah, last week.
I think we said last time 7:30, but then we didn't realise that the rest of the country.
Daylight savings.
So we don't do it.
So
why don't we do it?
We should be doing it. Simple as that.
I don't know.
It's because the west of Queensland is actually further to the west than what Adelaide is.
Right. And the dolphins don't swim properly.
Yeah. And the cows don't come in.
So there's no one lives out there, but they don't want to have to split the state with a time zone.
The curtains are fade. The sun will be up for an hour longer.
The cows won't know when to come in for milking.
Mate, I still remember that. I was 2 years old when I tried it last time. I still remember all the crap.
Just the madness.
Mate, I've lived all over the world and like in England when they have daylight savings in the summertime, it's just the best
great.
time.
It's festival.
It's so good.
It's a party.
Yeah.
But no one forgets to set their clock and you're not late for work that first day.
Correct.
True. Don't worry about that.
True.
Yeah.
Right, so where do we normally kick off? Kick off with sport. What happened over the last 2 weeks?
Over the last 2 weeks.
Penny Panthers won the GF.
Yep.
Massive.
Benny Cameron, sorry mate.
Sorry, Benny. Yeah, man, that was.
You sucked.
Cleary got the Clive Churchill.
And broke the NRL trophy.
Yeah, apparently so. Is that actually legit that they're doing a review of what
happened?
Probably.
Well, I thought it was
Have
a
you
replica.
seen it?
I thought there was
No, they didn't give him the replica this time.
Oh, wow.
So apparently it's meant to happen and it never did, and therefore, yes, it's. Have you seen it? It's busted. The men are ripped off the trophy.
I'm going to check the microphones again.
Well, sometimes it needs just a little twirl in the
clown
socket.
named Anthony Davis is talking about it.
Oh, Anthony. It's because he's watching it on his 6-meter big screen.
D'Anthony Avis.
Is that better? Is that more better?
Is that more better? I can't. Is he watching it on the tubes or on?
I don't know. On the Facebook.
On the Facebook.
We're trying, man. Like the microphones they're right there.
Yeah.
But they are.
NG. They're right here.
They're cheap.
And you got corgis running around the top.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna have to go
better.
again.
Some Stephen. Yeah.
You're gonna have to go.
Thousands better.
We're on.
Lenny. Oh, we're getting deliveries of our drinks. Thank you very much, Shell. Oh, yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank
Cheers.
you.
Oh, this is a revelation in here tonight, fellas. A revelation.
Good things have happened, right? Coles are now stocking orange staminade again.
They are.
They are.
Oh
Yes,
my
and you
goodness.
think,
No wonder why you're freezing
Man.
ice cubes of it.
Man, I was starting to
Crazy.
get a little bit freaky with the things I was prepared to do for an orange staminade. And Stevie Moo was taking advantage of that too.
Yeah.
Is Staminade India, or are they like owned by the big boppers like Coke or something?
Don't know.
I don't know.
Anyway, we
But
can
anyway.
talk about that.
They've obviously cottoned on to the fact that we talk about it every Tuesday night.
That's
They
right.
do, they could do. But yeah, they're stocking orange staminade again. Coles, not Woolies. Coles, get into an orange staminade. And I had this brainwave of putting orange staminade into our little ice cube maker. Works a treat.
Yeah,
Works.
dude.
Don't be scared to try
Can
that. mate.
vouch. It's great.
It's up there.
G'day Jay and Renee. You're on a lean. Well, move your head. On the tube. Yes. Okay.
Some
Oh.
kind of
Whatever.
hot tub time.
Whatever.
So going back to sport,
Back to sport.
other than the NRL Grand Final on the weekend, we had the Intrust Super Cup Grand Final.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that was at Redcliffe's Stadium, new NRL team by the looks of things.
Yeah.
That's happening.
But yeah, the Colts game. Did you watch the game beforehand, or
I
did you
did.
watch it?
I didn't
missed
watch any of it.
So the under 21s Colts Grand Final was one of the best Grand Finals I've ever watched in my life.
Really?
Oh, it was so side to side, back to front, round like it just had everything. It was amazing.
Did
Except a huge dust up, but that
is
can't
that the
happen.
same teams as QRL, the Colts, or is that different?
No,
teams?
it was the same teams in the grand
Yeah,
final.
right. The other thing that happened on the weekend was the BRL Grand Finals.
Yes,
Who was it? Fellies played Wests.
West, yeah,
Like an absolute classic rivalry match from 60s, 70s.
Davies Park down at South there.
yeah.
And I think Vellies got over. the
I don't
top
know
of
who
it.
won that one. Yeah,
Former home
Yeah.
of
The King.
the King and well, Davies Park used to have some music festival.
Oh yeah.
It was loose too.
was it Livid or something back
Yeah.
in those days?
Davies Park
That's it.
had livid.
I think so. Back
Really?
In the day.
Yeah, that's
That's
where the Livid
classic.
Festival used to be.
Where?
Yeah, just
Good times and great music.
really bad.
I ran like in the middle of a pardon. It's just like.
Yep. Right. What else happened in sport? We've had F1 once since then.
We had
Wet race.
Turkey,
Yep. Couple of
which
turkeys.
is good because it was earlier in the night than
Mm.
usual awake at midnight.
Yep.
Hey Chris.
Had the international break in all the soccer. There's been some classic. Lenny doesn't like soccer, but
Oh
some
yeah,
classic
I
games
saw
in the
that.
international
Oman,
matches, which is
11 in
yeah.
a row, is it? Or
Yeah.
something?
so.
Qualifiers, amazing start, really.
Yeah, the Socceroos are now the most successful international team for winning Olympic World Cup qualifiers in a row.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Better than any team ever to do it.
The broadcast is waiting for a signal. It should resume shortly.
Mm.
No, that's not ideal.
Wow, the tubes is working.
Soccer tonight too, says Chris.
The other thing that
Oh, these
happened
two.
was the Wallabies 4 in a row, 4 games,
4 games in a row. They've come up trumps.
going on the spring tour,
spring tour. Yep.
picking 3 players outside of Australia for the first
Yeah.
time for a very, very long time.
Yep.
Yes.
And again, I don't get it. I don't know why.
Yeah.
They're not going to be guys who come back and play in Australia, so why pick them?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, 8:15 tonight. We better be off the tube by then. Australia v Japan in the soccer.
Massive game. Have they? When do they actually qualify? Are they still have to?
Still got 2 rounds to go before they'll be into the World Cup.
So competitive.
Sorry.
It seems like the AFC has gotten more and more competitive since like Australia really started making World Cups.
100%.
Like, I know like some years ago, the Chinese government said that they wanted to host and win a World Cup by like they set dates as milestones. That's
Yeah.
how big of an event. Like,
And they juice them up.
yeah,
Mate,
yeah,
World Cup is something else. If you ever get to go to a World Cup,
yeah.
it's something else.
Was hopeful of going to France in 2023 for the Rugby World Cup. Not sure it's going to happen.
That would be unbelievable.
There for the
So
2007 World Cup was pretty amazing.
Mm.
Didn't get to any games, but I was in Paris when the final happened. It was awesome.
But I told you the story about my brother's mate who was at the last French World Cup.
No.
Where they had these massive tent. It was when the Springboks won, and they were in celebrating this huge tent. And my brother's mate just jumps the fence and walks in there, and they're like, "Who are you?" He's like, "I'm just Clint from Australia." And he was just introducing himself, and then there was his kids outside,
Yes.
and he got Percy Montgomery come outside and he gave him his sign and gave him this disabled kid his jersey. It was like, and this big, like, Springbok fellow was just like, his dad was just like in tears, just like meant so much to him.
Yeah.
Amazing story.
That
Nice.
is amazing.
Awesome.
How good.
There's my
How
life stories
good.
on that. Right, so where are we? Done sport. Sport is completed. What else is going on? Politics? No, we don't do politics.
Nah.
Is Bathurst still on?
Yeah.
Is that on this weekend or next
Nah,
weekend?
it's been put off till the
Ah.
start of November now.
November.
It was always like, as soon as like all the contact sport finished, it was
Yeah,
like, yes,
the next
Bathurst,
weekend,
next
yeah.
weekend. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been put off. So.
We've had
Yeah.
some Sky beers for the last couple of, yesterday and today.
Yep.
On the East Coast for a
Had
couple more
47
days.
mils at home in the last 24 hours, which
Did
is
you really?
good. Yeah.
Nice.
We
I
just
think
need over the catchment. I was seeing that if we don't go above 50% by a certain date, it looks like we might go into water restrictions in southeast Queensland.
Yeah, I think it's early days though. Early days in the
Yeah.
season. It's supposed to be wet.
Yeah, yeah.
Hopefully.
Hopefully they
It's
should have nice
amazing
weather.
though how dry it's been.
Oh, I agree.
I've been looking at, like, it feels like it's been wet, but I've been looking at like the weather data, like comparatively now to like 20 years ago, 40 years ago. Like Brisbane's like
Course
2
you
to
have.
300 mils drier than what we were, and then if you look at it compared to like a millennial year is like 400 mils drier than the average, and this year's like 200 mils drier than the average.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, to date. So,
Yeah, well,
I think last year was.
before we had this rain, I think the last carpet grass I was saying, just driving down the streets, all the verges, everything are super crispy.
Yeah.
Like it was just bone dry.
Yeah.
And unless you're actually throwing the hose out there and getting some good watering happening, it was actually really hard to keep your lawn looking nice.
Yeah.
Speaking of nice looking grass, Dolphin Stadium, I believe you two boys are going up there tomorrow.
Indeed.
Should be good.
Yep. Will's doing a couple of presentations, and I'm going to throw things at him. While he does it.
Throw things and comments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Throw sherbies at him.
Amusing anecdotes.
If you hear this from the back somewhere, eyes up because there's a sherby coming your way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Should be interesting. Presentations for me are things that you don't just present. It takes time. I normally spend between like a week to a week and a half just to do up the presentation. But it's almost like a transformative process because you basically, if you're presenting it, you have to 100% understand what it is that you're showing everyone so that you can explain it like you've never seen that picture or that graph before.
Yeah, right.
Because if I just present it and you just keep flying over it, it'll just be crazy. Yeah.
In one ear, out the other.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a lot of information that goes into a presentation that might only appear like it's 40 slides, but it's like the right picture. Like it takes time. So many people on this would do presentations. They know what it's like.
Yep.
Had to do it.
Michael would like to know, he recalls a comment in the live cast that there is somewhere a guide for the ideal irrigation schedule. Can we point him to that?
I'll be talking about that tomorrow, and if Michael is going tomorrow, I think he's going. Is that Michael Cole?
No, Michael Zink.
Michael Zink.
I'll video Wally's presentation tomorrow and you can...
I'll do it.
We have spoken about this. We're probably going to do a series of videos. I think part of it would be a fact sheet on how to work that out.
I think
in your
that's what
region.
Michael was talking about.
Yeah, we did.
That we're going to talk
we did
about
talk
doing the
about
catch cans and how
Yeah.
how to do all that.
We
So-
will do that.
It's a process. It's
Yeah.
not just like this is how much you
It's
should
not a
water.
guide.
It's more of like
How you work it out.
it's a stepwise thing of like catch canning first to work out how much water you're putting on, using your local bomb, or if you've got a weather station, work out how much water you need and your grass type, looking at your root zone as well, and then going, okay, water putting on, water needed, average rainfall, and then look at the capabilities of your irrigation system from there,
Yep.
and then tie that all in together.
Because simply put, once you get, you know how much is going to fall in a certain amount of time.
Yep.
You can just up and down your percentage on your
Your seasonal adjustments.
seasonal adjuster
So if
on your
you-
irrigation system.
Let's just say like in January, you know you have to put 25 mil on a week if you get zero rain.
Yeah.
Then you know 25 mil might equal 100 minutes for your irrigation system or whatever it equals. then you set your irrigation timer to 100 minutes.
Yep.
Or it might be 2 50-minute cycles, and that's your 100% season adjust.
Yep.
And then everything is a ratio off that.
Correct.
So Feb, March, April, May.
Yeah.
It's a process.
And you get some amazing results too. I mean, I'm not sure if I already said it, but we did that at the golf club, and they've got a pretty old watering system there, irrigation system. Some greens have 2 sprinkler heads, some have 3, some have 4. We found some of the ones that had 4 heads, half an hour was perfect for winter. We found some of the ones that had 2, you needed 128 minutes to get the same amount of water
over that area.
on that area as
wow.
one of the others that had 4 heads.
And that's called...
But the nozzles were all different too, not just the heads.
Because when you measure it, you collect probably like 3... Like when you do a catch can, you collect like 3 things. You collect how uniform the water gets delivered. So like if each amount of water in each catch cup is even. And you also collect exactly that, which is called scheduling coefficient.
Yep.
And so it'll tell you like if you want to put 20 millimeters of water on, and it takes you off a good irrigation system, it might take you an hour.
Yeah.
It'll tell you what your scheduling coefficient is. Like it might say, your scheduling coefficient is 1.5, which means it takes an hour and a half to deliver that same amount of water. So it gives you an idea that probably that half hour is half an hour too long. Like, you need to change up your irrigation system to make sure you can cut that run time, basically.
Yeah, well, there's a whole list of things that I need to do there, and all of them are based on a budget that I don't have.
Takes time.
Yep.
It takes time in a home lawn as well. Like
Absolutely.
that.
It's the same correlation.
That process of like catch canning, going through the motions. You can do catch cans on hose end sprinklers. You can do catch cans on anything, but it's just that process. It might take you a couple of weeks to work out
everything,
the lay of the land.
Yep.
You know? Yep.
Sweet. Where are we at? Oh, look, we've still got 14 minutes to go until we'll do our announcement.
Yeah,
It's 14
minutes we'll do it.
So yeah, Renos. A lot of people are hooking into Renos. It's starting to get towards the time for the southern states. Probably starting to get towards that time.
Yeah, it's getting close. We saw, I think someone put a video up. They were oversowing the show, look like where they show the horses, the ring.
At Flemington, that was
Flemington. That
Turf
was
Mate.
Turf Mate. Yeah. So they had the burrito,
cedar.
or whatever. Those one of those cedar, like drop cedar that like it's almost like a verticut and it drops the seed in.
Yeah.
And so their temperatures, they obviously, that's almost a month. It was almost 2 a day the month out from the Melbourne Cup.
Sammy has just popped up and said hello.
Oh.
There he is.
No, you're Sammy.
Oh, I thought you meant
From ICL.
I thought you
ICL
meant
Sammy.
Sammy from
Hi, Sammy.
Mooney Valley.
Oh.
Mooney Valley Racecourse.
Well, he could. Yeah.
But no, so like a lot of in the commercial sector, a lot of people are starting to pull the trigger. It's certainly warm enough. That would have been cool season. That would have been probably ryegrass being oversown into Kikuyu. But
given that it's probably 21 days until the Melbourne Cup, or 20 days or something like that. I don't know when. It's just the first week of November, isn't it? First
I
Tuesday.
think it's the second this year.
So all right. So
It was
what's
always
that? It's the 12th today. So
It's the 2nd of November.
20 days maybe. So that's prime time for ryegrass to be up and going.
Mint.
Yeah. It's interesting, like down there, like the best time to oversow is also the best time to get warm season going. Like it's just like it's this real sharp incline of temperature rise from like October to December. Like it goes much quicker than us up here. Like we're like this gradual into December.
Yeah.
And it takes like it's not until like now it's really firing.
Then it's like
Yeah. It's like flicking a switch. And even if you look at like how they do things nutritionally or with water and stuff, it's like a sharp rise in nutrition. Like it's like barely anything come winter time.
Yep.
And then in like a matter of like 2 or 3 months, it goes from like barely anything to the most nutrition I'll ever give it in like November, December.
Yeah.
Like.
Don't give me any food. I've had enough. Gimme.
Yeah.
I have to say one thing. Kyan, time for bed. Good night, mate.
Oh,
See you
Brian!
Night, mate.
You got to say hello.
Time for bed.
Time for bed, mate.
No.
Sorry.
What was that?
Palm tree.
prawn.
Palm prawn?
Yeah.
Man, I cleaned up about 30 of them today.
Dropping palms.
Yeah.
Must know the
Dropping.
moisture is coming.
That's right.
Science from Nature.
My,
There's a book about that apparently.
my banana tree is going off.
Is it?
Is it?
I've got a big bunch of bananas ready to drop. Red ones.
I had a big
Giant
silky
bananas.
oak in my front yard. And
So what? You can have mine.
yeah, they're great. I love silky oaks.
I
man.
don't.
They're awesome. Great furniture. Like that OG, the OG antique furniture.
Yeah.
But you gotta, what do you have to dry it or something?
Yeah, it has to be kiln drawn or something.
Yeah.
All right, I've got a question on the tubes. G'day, boys. I attempted my first reno 2 weeks back and grossly underestimated the amount of topsoil I needed. When could I possibly topsoil again? Cheers,
Now.
legends.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Has it?
What kind of grass have you got? Is the first question, Liam. And how did you underestimate so hard that was
How
the
bad?
case?
And what region?
Yeah, and where are you? So need a bit more. Oh, it's carpet grass.
Yeah, boy.
10 points.
Yes.
Mate, you'll be in North
10
Queensland somewhere.
points.
But just smash into it, mate. You'll
Yeah.
be right.
Yep, just absolutely load back up on it straight away and do your calculations if you need to do it. Length times width times height. Boom.
Yeah.
Generally 1 cube per 100 square metres.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as a rule.
Yeah.
General rule.
Yeah.
North Brisbane.
I like to, actually, I find that a lot of the guys that I go and see when I'm doing the home lawns, I've been going to see them for a few years now, and I'm not using anywhere near as much as previous years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like Albie, we did Albie's lawn
Hey,
Saturday,
Albie.
and previous years I've done 1.5 to 2 cubes on his 100 square metres, but it's now flat as a pancake, and we did like 0.6 of a cube.
Yeah.
Bit over
Yeah. Well,
half
even
cube.
at mine the other day, like,
Didn't use
I
huge.
couldn't believe
You'd just
like,
be dusting
we're
up
probably
and stuff
like-
pretty much, wouldn't you?
we're probably like one decent top dress away from like not needing to use a whole lot of sand.
Yeah.
Like it's like
My front's like that. I've just got some big holes out the back I need to fill, so that's on Sunday. Can't wait.
Oh, I think I'll just do my regular. If I've got any top dress left over, I'll stick it on mine.
Perfect.
classic.
Yeah.
That must be coming through now, starting to heat up.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
I've done nothing with it.
Yeah.
I haven't fed it or anything. But the zoysia that I sprigged out the front is coming up
Yeah, that's
nicely,
good.
and now at the back too. Thanks to we've kept the dogs off it, so
How's the 3 to 8 at work going? Coming through?
Yep.
Yeah. That'll be firing now with the rain.
so's the crow's foot.
Yeah.
Of course.
Well, once it
Standard.
comes through a bit more,
Yeah.
you just get the preamp down and happy days.
Hmm.
Well,
Well,
it
actually,
whistles at you when you drink out of it.
it's
It
to
does,
train
doesn't it?
Billy.
Like full complimenting me as I'm drinking. It's
yeah,
like-
we've got 2 of those.
Go
Well,
you
this is
good
the other
thing.
one. This is a different lid. But actually, as you drink out of it, the holes line up or something, you get a whistle out
That's
of
real
it.
weird. What's
So
going
you
on
don't
here?
mean you got to do the old ham weed.
Yeah.
Yeah, or the glyphosate weed bond.
Yeah, I'd just get bulk members.
Yeah.
Team building exercise.
Team building, go and pick that
Well,
out.
at Windaroo the other day, because they've got the Trainees Associates Championships at Windaroo this week, they got all as many members they can. They just loaded up the gators and stuff and just walked the fairways, the whole lot of them, and fixed every divot on the course.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Guy shot the course record there yesterday.
Yeah.
10 under.
Really?
10 under. Unbelievable.
I think the
10
course record-
under.
Off the blacks.
Is
course
that the
record's
big
like
cheese?
47 or something. I believe.
Yeah.
It's not- yeah. Benny Gooden says he got a proper soil test done. He says it's the best thing ever.
Oh,
Yeah,
from
right.
Michelle?
Yeah. And she's given him product recommendations and everything on how to fix his lawn and get the soil up to
So good.
spec and
Yeah, yeah.
send
You
him big
cannot
success
go
story.
wrong with that.
You can't. You,
Because
if
what's
you know
the
happening,
charging
it's
these days
easy.
for
I don't know.
Fanatics?
I don't know.
I thought it was like, in the,
It's under $200,
yeah,
I think.
it's between 100 and 200 bucks.
Mate, people buy that on product not knowing what they need
Yeah.
any day of the week.
Yeah.
Like a disease test is $120, right?
That's cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll be talking about that tomorrow actually, like soil testing, but I'm not going to go into great depth because it's just like, yeah.
It's a lot.
Well, Michelle
Pandora's
was
box.
going to be talking about it, but she's not available tomorrow, so.
No, it's a shame.
But yeah, we should get her to do a run through on the Fanatics.
We should get her to
We should get her over here for
come in for a
Fanatics.
couple club club.
Yeah.
Would love that.
Coochie Mudlow special.
Yeah.
Rods out the back.
We're going to do the live Sunday fat at my house on Sunday. That should be pretty funny.
Wow.
Adam says, hi from New Zealand.
Oh, what are you doing on the Australian Fanatics?
Yeah, there's a New Zealand fan. Should be on that, pal.
Yeah.
He probably is. Thoughts on Real Solutions soil test kit from Hannah Instruments
I saw that.
that does pH and NPK.
It just tells you if you're low, medium, or high though. pH will tell you where you're at. But like by the time you spent money on that, you could probably get a soil test.
A full analytical done.
Yeah. Yeah. And then have a pretty good handle on all your key cations and all the trace elements and things as well.
Now you're getting technological talking about cations.
Yeah. Oh, well, it's just cal, mag, sulfur, potassium.
Oh, it's not what I do when I chase the cats off my lawn with the golf clubs. Is that not
No,
cat
that's not a
lines?
cation.
Oh,
No.
right. Sorry.
Mate, we're talking about CECs now.
Meow.
Wow.
Michael, tomorrow there is a turf industry day at Redcliffe Dolphins, and Will is a guest presenter. So
We're lucky enough we get him as a guest every 2 weeks. Other people have to
No.
wait all
Yeah,
their lives
isn't
to
that-
see this. Hey, how good. How good.
It's a bit different though. I don't have like charts and giant pointers.
well, we can rig something up. We've rigged up a lot of
We
stuff.
should get a whiteboard cranking.
Yeah.
I do
He's got a
love
welder.
welder.
There's the welder ready to go.
I do love a whiteboard.
Yeah. You,
Mark Stidwell used to give me an absolute loading on that because they used to just you and your whiteboard.
yeah.
G'day, Harry in Alice Springs
Oh,
and
yeah,
Cameron.
good. What,
Yeah, in the Springs.
What's Harry doing in the Springs? What's
What are
he
you
growing?
doing? What are you doing there, Harry?
What
are
kind
you
of
growing?
lawn you got? Tell us all about it, Harry.
Yeah, give us some
And Cameron's
insight.
saying he did a dose of Acelepryn 4 weeks ago, but he's found a single armyworm sitting on the grass in the middle of the day. Should he be worried? I wouldn't think so.
No, I
Probably
don't think
not.
He's probably
A
just on
bird
his way
probably-
to die.
A bird
He
probably
did go at
dropped all
high
the
rate,
way
didn't he?
past.
Did you do the 15?
1.5.
7.5. The 1.5 or the
750.
0.75?
Yeah.
He just put down tip tough. Perfect. Drought
Right.
tolerant.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's good.
The tipped up at my mate's house that we laid the other day on that full stadium profile he went off on. It's going bananas.
I've seen actually one of the women that I work with. She took a bag of that home, and her husband Reno Tiff Tough put that down. And I know Joe from Lawn Solutions uses that. He's got
Yep.
like an acreage Tiff Tough lawn because they grow it.
Yeah.
It's got like 2,000 square meters, and he goes, "Oh, I just put 2 bags of that on every 6 months. That's all it needs because it's got such a low nutrient
does,
requirement
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
has such a dark color. It's crazy.
Mm.
Yeah.
So yeah,
What do you want? I'll get you something. If you're looking for a product, I've got it all.
yeah.
Got a shed full.
Yeah. There's a lot going on in here.
Oh, you went at the higher rate, so you should be right, Cameron.
Yeah. I think
Yeah,
so.
it
Just
should be-
keep your eye open. But
Should be fine.
should be right.
Just don't overfeed it, I'd say, with Tiff Tough.
No, this is the their Acelepryn.
Acelepryn.
Okay.
You went at the higher rate with the Acelepryn, but Harry, yeah, just keep it low and slow, like cooking a barbecue meat.
Mm.
Yeah, it'll probably because it's like pretty arid. The biggest thing, you'll still have to water it. Like it is more drought tolerant, but you'll still have to pump the water on. So you use a wetting agent, a surfactant.
Yep.
That'll help. And then control your nutrition.
And you'd be right.
Should be happy days.
Happy. Yeah.
We are 2 minutes away from announcing the winner.
So while we're waiting for that, let's go over some of the other people that help out the Fanatics. I know Mo Master and ICL are right up there at the moment, well talked about. But
Yep.
other people that help out the Fanatics, obviously we've got Clint from Water Pro, who will design for free a irrigation quote for your whole house and do a layout, your flow tests, everything like that. He will give that information to you for nothing.
Yep.
It's obligation free. They also give the Fanatics, is it 10 or 15%? I can't remember. Water Pro.
10%.
10%. We've got Lawn Care Supplies Australia that do 5% off for the Fanatics on their website. At the moment, ICL are doing 20% off with the Oz Gold. Does that finish? With
End of the month.
End
That
of the
goes
month?
end of this month,
Okay.
but we'll probably look at running something else. But yeah.
Oz Gold is 20% off. Yeah. Forever thankful for these guys.
I was just
helping out
going to
the
say
Fanatics members.
on Water Pro, someone asked me something. Actually, it was someone I work with asked me about irrigation, and they were in Adelaide, and I put them on to Water Pro. And I said, oh, just go and watch all these videos, and they were all the how-to videos of if you were going to do a design, what you need to know. But there's so many how-to videos on the Water Pro website. Yeah. If you're unsure, it's quite dynamic. It's a good
I was
website.
talking to Clint the other day about getting sort of linking some of that with other things, other projects that are going on in the background.
How good.
And he's keen, so that's good.
Did you see his little video he did today that he went to do like a promo video for Lawn Hub and realised that all his sprinklers in his backyard was stuffed. So he's like halfway through filming something, he's like, I'm not even going to put up with my own bad work here. So he's like, all right, changing tracks here. We're not doing Lawn Hub today. We're doing Water Pro. And I'm going to teach you how to fix these sprinklers. It was absolute gold.
You see the one that he did?
Classic.
It was a short, and he was doing an irrigation like tutoring sort of thing for landscaping guys. And he turned it on and it just shot straight at him.
I think one of the boys stitched him up. It was pretty hilarious. And it was the middle of winter. It was freezing.
And he hates Adelaide winter like you wouldn't believe.
Michael,
any tips on how to get the Brisbane City Council to remove a large paperbark tree from his nature strip?
It's very hard. Like,
there's any old ladies that have fallen over and hurt themselves because of the tree?
I've actually.
That's what I would suggest.
They planted trees outside someone's house, and it was an old tennis court, and I looked into the history of it and documented like that it would have been culturally significant to the area, and they ended up coming and removing all the trees. So yeah, probably like a tree expert or like an actual expert to sign some kind of letter to get it taken out. That would be the best bet to go down.
Yeah. Harley's in the house. Nicholas Grant. G'day, gents. Hope you're well. We are, except Will's got a sore foot.
At least he's here. At least he didn't pull some other.
Yeah, he made it. There's no crutches. He had crutches earlier in the week.
Oh, it was Canaan.
Canaan? All
That's
right.
not good.
Nice.
It's 7:30s. We'll fix this one last question and then we'll do the giveaway.
All right.
G'day, boys. We are absolutely loving the Tuesday chats. My wintergreen has heaps of seed head stems at the moment. Any tips on how to keep these under control as my grass is looking great apart from the stems? Mow more often. Is that the answer?
You can use...
Mow every day.
You can go down the chemical route if that floats your boat. Like, it's documented that things like...
PGR?
Yeah, plant growth regulators can reduce incidence of seed. And I would say that even people tend to just water more when that happens, and it's not really water, it's just the time of year that it is. So you'll probably find in another month or two, it probably won't be seeding as bad. Yeah. It's generally like spring and then like coming into autumn.
Oh, I drove past an EZ lawn the other day and it just, the whole thing looked purple. Like it just looked like a lavender field nearly. It was that purple. The seed heads was so. Yeah. So I was like, what is that? And then I realised, I was like, oh my goodness. So, yeah. PGR does work wonders for the seed heads. I've got Aussie Blue at home. It's pretty much from using PGR, I barely get any more. But also because I mow 3 times a week. Yeah. They don't get time to establish.
I remember when I used to look after Dad's Queensland Blue lawn, like it grows seed really proud of the actual where you're cutting. So you just generally just without the catcher on, just run over it with the rotary and just knock the seed off and then cut it with the reel. But if you're time poor, then maybe look at other options.
All right, the time has come, ladies and gentlemen. So, over the last month and a half, we've been doing the biggest giveaway of the Fanatics history, over $9,000 worth of prizes. The top prize obviously being the MowMaster R22 cylinder mower. You also get the Total Dominance lawn package for the year. You get a visit from myself, Wally and Lenny, depending on COVID regulations and where this winner is from.
We should just do that anyway. Like when it's open.
Yeah, that's right. We'll still do it. It just depends when we'll be able to. And the other finalists that you've all been voting on throughout the whole competition, they'll all get a bag of Maintenance Pro, which is an absolute gun fertilizer, and you'll also get a handy green spreader to make that application super easy. So, Well, because this is your little baby and you've been through over 1,200 different entries, can you take it away with our winners, please?
Yes.
The two runners up first.
So yeah, Gibbo mentioned 1,250 entries. It was a huge process, so we ran it through September and then into October, and we reduced it from 1,250 to 400 to 200 to 80 to 40 odd to 20 odd to 12. And then to 3.
Hundreds of man
So
hours.
there was a lot of people in the ICL company that looked and had input into it. So it wasn't just you.
Yeah.
It
wasn't me or Lenny. As
We had
always,
nothing
we
to do with it.
don't pick the winners. So.
And it wasn't. It was really interesting. Like there wasn't any algorithms put to it. It was basically like, if I liked it, but 2 other people didn't, or 3 other people didn't, then it didn't really fall. But if I liked it and all the other 3 people did, then it went in the
all
mix.
the other 3 people.
And so it basically needed some of the and to be fair, the people from ICL that were voting alongside me, like I know a heap about lawns, but some of the people were from the office. They knew nothing about lawns. They were reading text.
It wasn't the best lawn competition.
Yeah, it was kind
what?
of
who is the most deserving?
Yeah. I think that probably confused a little bit of people. So, with all that said,
I'm just typing drum roll, please, as you started that.
the winner is Chad Farrow.
Hey!
Chadwick!
It's
So-
not Chadwick.
Chadwick.
It's not Chadwick.
Not
That was here the
Chadwick.
other day.
Chad,
He's probably not watching anyway.
he said that he works as a youth worker and likes to share his passion for lawn care with the young people he works with, and that it'd be great to win the prize. It was clear that he didn't have a real mile. His lawn wasn't amazing, but he was probably the only person that said that like he actually wanted to share his prize, or there was a couple of people that said that they wanted to share his prize, and we were looking for people that were like had an interesting the 2 runners up, runner up number 1 was Stephen Nelson.
Yep.
Stephen's a teacher. He said he
And-
uses
Works with Chad.
I know, yeah. So apparently, and we don't know.
How this relationship
This is
happened.
crazy how this
Yeah.
happens to competitions.
From 1,200 entries.
So Chad's son apparently is enrolled at Stephen's school, and Stephen has taught Chad's son or something. That's freaky.
Let us know what that story is, guys, if you're watching.
Yeah, that would
please.
be crazy. So Stephen's a teacher who uses what he's learned growing his home lawn to teach soil chemistry and nutrient uptake. And then the class that he teaches it to, they use what they've learned and put it in
They
application.
also need a guest appearance from Wally in the chemistry class. Imagine.
Well, our national tech manager, I think these 2 guys are in Adelaide, so our national tech manager, Dr. Sam Stacey, is Adelaide based.
Wow.
So maybe when we go down there, we meet up with Sam too, and we go and see a few things.
Yeah.
And then the third or the second runner up is Laura Baumeister, and from all the photos, I'd have to say that Laura's landscape was quite spectacular.
It's awesome.
What she's done
Yeah.
with her landscaping there. I think she probably didn't get as many votes as she may not be as prominent on Fanatics, or there's not as much lawn in the photo, but if you looked at like that photo zoomed out, because it's cut for social media and whatnot, it's quite impressive. But
Yeah.
It's a great setup.
Laura loves to mow. Her friends know her as the addicted lawn lady, and she loves some extra treasures to make it her lawn improved and make it better. So
Wow.
we thought that those 3 were probably some of the most deserving. You know, you're not always going to get comps right, but that's what competitions are about. You know,
That's right.
and next, I guarantee next competition that we run under ICL Landscape Pro, we will be running a raffle. That was so much work.
Yeah.
I think
You can just imagine what it went through for the man hours for ICL and the team to go from 1,200 entries, go through, collaborate 4 times, and eventually come out to the top 12. We really appreciate it, Lenny and I, that they've gone to that effort for the Fanatics and also themselves. But to have this over to a winner, Chad, well done.
Well
that's
done, bud.
massive.
You are the
for us.
winner of a R22 Mowmaster cylinder mower.
With a split rear roller and an 8-blade reel.
That's right. I'm incredibly jealous that I couldn't win this prize. But yeah,
it's an amazing. I
It
wish
is
I
so
could
good.
win that.
it's pretty much what most fanatics' dream model would be.
And then the top tier prize pack, like it's probably like people until they use it, they don't realise like what it is.
It's
And
got
if you
everything.
use it,
You do not need to buy a single product for your lawn for 12 months.
yeah,
Yeah.
and that's
Easily 12.
330 square meters of lawn as well. So
Yeah.
it does a pretty good job, and it'll probably get it to pretty close to what like a stadium quality would be,
Yeah.
or fairway quality of a high end golf course. So
Yeah.
there's nothing really holding those three people back. And then as Gibbo mentioned, the 12 other runners up get a bag of Landscaper Pro maintenance and a handy green spreader as well. You know, because of all the effort that they went into.
Oh, they did, yeah.
And
Sure.
the top three, I'll grab some Australian Lawn Fanatics merch off
Yeah, man.
you.
Yeah.
That'll go to them, and we'll get some Master gear sent to them as well.
Yep.
So yeah, just
Yeah, good.
thanks
Someone
everyone
reckons
for the
ICL
interest.
workers have plenty of time on their hands. Guess who said that?
Many.
Yeah.
Did ya? I know that. How did I know that?
I was going to say it's either Benny Cameron or.
Nah, Benny's saying congratulations.
Oh.
Yeah, it's massive prize. You know,
It's unbelievable.
to go in there to, I think, I'd say that probably more than half the entries were like well outside the word limit. We had to cut it to like a 40 word limit threshold.
Yeah.
Even though it was terms and conditions of 25 or less, we still had to put people in the race to make it a good competitive. Because there were some really good photos, and then they didn't follow the rules on the word limit. So it's really difficult to judge comps like that when
Subjective comps are
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah.
We did it ages ago.
We tried a
We'll
couple
do it never
times.
again.
never again. It's going to be a raffle next time, but this time we did everything we could, and they're the winners. And congratulations, guys! That's massive.
So Lenny and I also, big shout out to ICL, MoMaster, and all the fanatics involved.
Oh, yeah.
To put up a prize of $9,000 is beyond anything
We
that
could
any
arrange,
one of
yeah.
the fanatics would have originally ever thought we could do. So
Yep.
thank you to Will, MoMaster, and ICL for helping us run this competition. It's been bloody awesome.
Yep.
So,
Now the pressure's off, buddy.
No, not till tomorrow, Arvo,
Yeah.
after I do my presentations.
Right, yeah.
hey, that's nothing from running that comp. Right?
Yeah, I know. That was big. Oh, I don't want to see another Lord.
That's,
Fed on my
Benny,
life.
if you want to see how good the ICL program is, Moreton Daly Stadium. That's where we're going tomorrow, buddy.
So yeah, and most likely, from what we know, we said before, they'll probably
Warriors home
win
ground.
the next NRL bid.
The
So,
Warriors.
yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. That's amazing.
Yeah, so that Landscaper Pro Maintenance is like the main for the Moreton Daily Stadium use.
Yes. There's some on the shelf.
And just about every other Anfield, like all the big Premier League grounds use that for just...
Gibbo's house.
Gibbo's house.
Gibbo's house,
Might as well be
yeah.
Anfield.
Yeah.
I wish I could go.
Sam, no, it's a you got to register to go to the event, and I think you needed to be invited to register. So unfortunately, it's not open to the public. Sam, sorry.
Country, South Australia, both those guys are on the tubes. So I think this must be Chad here saying, that's me, so stoked, thank you very much.
Oh, Stephen's here saying
And
he's a
Stephen
good
here
bloke.
is like, yeah, that's true. His lad is a good country bloke too. Chad is a well-deserved winner. Country, South Australia for the win.
Are we allowed to go to
Amazing.
South Australia?
Road trip.
Road, the rescue ring.
Rescue ring. Slide her up.
Line her up.
We're on.
Lukey, get involved, mate. That'll be good.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the rules are with us going to South Australia at the moment.
Yeah.
Check.
We'll suss that out.
Just to be clear, I don't fit in a normal plane seat.
Yeah.
My legs have issues, so I need to sit in an extra row, Will, when you're booking tickets.
I'm just gonna ask if we can FaceTime the winner on live on here, so we can
Oh,
actually
wow.
talk to
How's
them.
that going to work?
Is that
I'll do
possible?
it on my phone,
All right.
and we can talk. No?
Righto. Yep, do it.
Wow. Massive.
We should just ring him.
That's what. Yeah, that's what.
I think I've got his dates here somewhere.
Chad.
Yeah, well, everyone messages me, so. Yeah, there he is.
Just video call him.
Yeah,
You
well,
are the winner.
I don't want to catch him if he's in the shower or something.
He's talking on here. What's a carpet grass club first?
dark.
It's dark.
How
Hey mate, how are
Hey,
ya?
we catch you at a bad time.
Pretty stoked, yeah.
Yeah, nice. Terry, good on you,
Yeah,
buddy.
That's
He's
amazing, mate.
got the win.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is. I can see a face finally.
Oh, there he
He's
is.
turned the lights on. He's
There
done
he
it.
is.
Yeah, there's our winner, everybody. You can put him onto the telecast.
Holy dooly.
Holy
Well done,
dooly.
mate.
Well done, mate. I'll hold it up over here.
What's the drumsticks on your desk there? Should not have him-
Oh, these ones. She can have
Dixie
them.
drumsticks. Hello, everyone. This is the winner.
Say hi.
The Dixie drumsticks. Yeah, well, you got to go to the shop and get them.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's all she wants out of it.
Well,
So
We'll see what we can do.
you obviously don't have a real mower yet.
Nah, well, I've got one of those little Azito numbers.
Yeah, okay.
this is going to be a
Well,
bit of a
this
change.
is,
It's a bit of an upgrade.
This is
Hey!
Hey!
g'day.
Yeah.
Hey!
Shout out to all your school friends. Well done.
That's
How
it.
good.
As soon as we're allowed, we're coming to your place.
We're coming to drop off a Momaster to your house.
This is the girl coming to show you our pooch.
Oh, how
Hello.
cute.
Oh, it's a cute puppy. Well done.
But yeah, thanks so much, boys. Like that's awesome prize. Like,
Yep.
Yeah, couldn't be more stoked.
No, you
Cool.
got to be life changing,
It's
but
certainly not something that I could ever get afford for myself. That's for sure.
Oh, mate, awesome. Well done.
I can't even myself either. Yeah, good.
Neither can I.
Yeah, that's right. That's why we have to bribe them to give them away for our Fanatic members.
Yeah, so yeah, I hope you just get years and years and years of happy mowing out of it.
Family
It's,
heirlooms to come.
Yeah. It's one
Nice.
of it. It's Australia's the foremost brand in
Oh, for
Australian
sure.
Yeah.
real mowers. so-
Every cricket stadium uses them basically. I think every cricket stadium.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Qatar's using them for the World Cup for the soccer coming up.
Yeah.
Optus Stadium, but they were hand mowing them with Mowmasters the other day.
Yeah.
How good.
Yeah.
All right, Chad, we'll let you go, mate. We got
The back, I've probably only got about 80 squares.
That's all right.
Perfect.
Mate, it's fine. It's perfect.
at least you
Bloody
can mow it
perfect.
4 times a week. That equals 320 squares.
Nice. All right, mate. We'll catch up soon then.
Congratulations,
Well done, bud.
Chad.
Well done.
There we have it. There's a
Go on.
Carpet Grass Club first, guys. They're FaceTiming winners.
Live cross.
We need-
Live crosses.
Like seriously, we need to improve our technology.
Yeah.
He was a bit speechless though.
He was. He was.
You know
That's
what?
okay.
Yep.
That's what.
That's okay.
That's what. Yeah, that's
It's what it's all about.
that is what it is all about.
Yep.
Well
How
done.
good. How bloody good. Stephen Nelson, hats off to you too, mate. You did message me the other day. I haven't got a
And
chance
me.
to get back to you.
I'll go back to him.
Oh, you got back to him? Beautiful. We'll sort that out.
Stephen actually wants to donate a lot of his prize back to us to give out as other prizes because he's got a shed full of gear. So
That's fine.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll take care of that.
Yep.
And use it in upcoming prizes and stuff that
Yep.
I like,
So,
which is a wonderful gesture. It's really nice.
yeah,
That's massive.
bloody awesome.
The set gets better every time. Simon, oh, thank you, mate.
It's because Wally's back in it.
Yeah, a little curtain break.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to do something with that.
Yeah.
And the only other thing we've done is I've cut 2 inches off the end of the
Yeah,
bench
that's
here so
spot
Gibbo
on.
can get around.
Yeah.
I needed it. Because I've got.
I didn't
I've
realise that actually. Like I was like, this
You
is.
should have seen me and BJ trying to get in here. we had the sausage rolls and I put my hand in fully.
He
into
crawled
a
over,
thing.
he climbed over the top of the
Hand
of the
straight
test,
in that
put his
thing.
hand in the salt in the
Oh
tomato sauce.
no.
Oh,
Stitch up. Absolute stitch up.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Wow.
There
That's
you go. All right. So have we covered everything tonight?
Highest highs. A few more questions from the punters, I reckon.
Yeah, go for it. Ask us anything you want. It doesn't even need to be lawn related.
No, you can ask us silly questions, whatever. We got 15 minutes to go in the Carpet Club. I just choked on Redskin, sorry.
No, it's a Red Ripper.
Whatever.
It's a Red Ripper
Where did you get the Dixie drumsticks from?
from the shop.
Where?
Coles.
Coles.
Yeah.
They're back, baby.
And they got chicken in the biscuit as well.
Chicken in, classic. The old like light green packet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
And you haven't taken this catcher back to Dino yet.
No. I've got an A's card tonight too. I won't be able to take it.
Ah.
Got to take the pro plug up.
Ah. Where is the Pro Plug? Have we got it?
I hope it's here.
I think so. Well, I haven't used it.
Look at how much
You're supposed to be taking that Edger home too.
So-
Someone's supposed to be taking that beer home.
Yeah,
What beer?
that beer. You gotta
The
drink
white
it before
box.
it goes off.
Oh.
What else can I give away?
Anthony Poole. Hi guys, getting some Sir Grange laid later in this week. Any tips for getting it established over the next couple of months?
You couldn't have picked a better time.
Yeah,
to lay
perfect
Sir
time
Grange.
for Sir Grange. It's coming into grow
Um,
season. Where are you located, Anthony? But Sir Grange, obviously, it is slow to get established, but you're planning at the right time.
I laid mine in April, and it's only starting to throw. Like it had some roots, but they were quite shallow, and it's thrown root now. And it's just amazing, like the recovery it's had in like the last probably 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And it now is the time. So like,
Yeah.
as far as tips go, like make
So
your
it goes-
soil as sandy as you can get it.
Yeah.
And then give it a good solid base of like under turf feed, but get something that's going to last a long period of time.
So Flora, I remember when I did the one at Hendra for those guys.
Yeah.
Put Flora underneath it, 1 year feed, boom, before we laid it, and that came up a treat in no time.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Lucas Chain. G'day. Hey guys, kind of a newbie and just laid 350 square metres of Nara zoysia.
Nice.
How do you look after it and maintain it? Thanks ahead.
Interesting question.
Water well till it's established.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
do know one thing we do know about zoysias is the watering thing and also for Anthony, you got to water zoysias probably more than most turf grasses in like the first year to 2
Really
of
give it to it.
establishment, like a bit more water than what you normally would. And then as far as looking after it goes, don't go too hard on it too early. Like it won't develop a rhizome system like within a year.
Yeah.
Like an extensive one like a cooch will. It'll probably take 2 years to develop decent rhizomes, which are the things that when you scalp that grass or mow that grass low or whatever, that's what it draws on. It draws on that rhizome system to recover and come back. So don't do any kind of major cultivation or like rip it into it, scalp it or anything for a year and a half at least.
Yeah.
And then keep it pretty lean. Run it lean on the nutrition side.
What's the old thing with go out, show it the bag of fertilizer, and put
Yeah.
it back in the shed?
Yeah.
Maybe wait to give it a sniff.
Yeah, just a bit.
That's what it smells like.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like, and then put it back. Michael Cole. Hey team,
Oh.
one for Wally in
Advance for tomorrow.
loving his GT all seasons. Currently at 2 kilos per 100.
Yep.
What do you suggest leading into summer? Also looking forward to seeing all of us tomorrow.
Does
As
he
in
want
you and
to?
I.
Does he want to play around with rate, or does he want to change the analysis? Because there's like 7 different analyses in the Sierra
In the
Form
G-
GT
in the
range.
GT range.
Yeah.
We just bring out a new one actually. It probably 8. Well, the dealers will have samples of it, but it'll be probably 8 months away from actually being tangibly audible.
Yeah.
But it's a Sierra Form GT K-Cal mag, so it's like high calcium, high potassium, high
Yeah, right.
magnesium. So yeah, like maybe change your rate come sometime because your turf will be growing more, higher growth potential, so the nitrogen requirement and then all the other elements will increase. So if you're at 2 kilos now, maybe
Honestly,
look
can't
at
get over it.
going at 2.5 or 3 kilos.
Yeah.
Whistle.
I'm telling you.
Every time.
Yeah.
The whistle is great.
First of all, I didn't
Yeah,
know
so
whether it was
maybe-
me or not.
Maybe up your rate. So it's got a true 8-week longevity, sometimes longer when it's cooler. So it might go for 9 to 10 weeks now, and then look at like every 2 months. So every 8 weeks to the day, and then just change your rate up. Should be fine.
There you go. Michael wants to know what beard oil we're using. None at all.
None.
I actually just went and got it
My,
trimmed.
mine's pure
I can see that
cash.
you're
Actually,
looking pretty sharp at the
Hot
moment. Wally.
tip, actually. I got it trimmed today, and while I was waiting there, the barber was talking to the guy, and he's like, "Do you use beard oil or whatever?" And he's like, "No." And he's like, "Don't." He said, "Just get coconut oil. It's like all the other stuff has like all this muck and mystery stuff in it, and it just made it smell nice."
Mm.
He said the coconut oil is really what you want. 'cause
Or
it'll-
just use nothing.
yeah, or just use natural. natural oils.
Lucky we don't have BJ. He'll be plugging his codes again like he was
His
last
discount
time.
codes.
Discount.
He's a sponsored beard guy.
Is he?
Yeah.
He does have a good beard. How
Yes.
long is his beard? It's like
Oh,
wizard.
It's down here. It's
It's
pretty
wizard
good.
Buys
level.
a fair bit of
So
gut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
when he does a thing, he can like definitely
plait
get
it?
both hands going through
Yeah.
it at once.
Yeah,
That's
right.
unreal.
And he
Massive.
says olive oil is better. Of course it is.
Of course it is. That and concrete.
You'll wake up, Manny will be around your house putting olives in it or something.
Colin Henshaw. Hey guys, first Reno coming up. Heard different things, but I've got hardish clay soil. Am I okay using sand to top dress, or is it better off with an 80-20? So there's a thing people say, if you've got clay and you use sand, you're going to make concrete.
Yeah. Depends how much depth of sand you put over the top of it.
Yeah.
And basically then what you do with your falls and drainage. Because basically once the water hits the clay, once that clay is saturated or it's compacted, it's kind of got nowhere to go.
Hmm.
So like if your clay is perfectly level, and the water goes through your sand and hits the clay, what's it going to do? It'll just sit there,
Yeah.
and then it'll capillary rise back up through your sand. If you have falls on your clay, and then you do your sand over the top of it, make your sand level, the water will hit the clay and then follow your contour and drain away.
Yep.
So that's your consideration. Yeah, but based on the particle shape and size of your sand will determine how deep you need to go with your sand. So if it's USGA spec sand, you want to, as a minimum, at least 230 to 250 mil of sand over the top of it. Because what that means is if that sits over your clay, water will go through. Even if it capillary rises, it'll never get back to the top because it'll capillary rise about 150 to 200, and so it won't keep that surface wet. So, yeah, the goal is to have enough depth so you don't have like a saturated surface.
The drainage is more. So should he be using, back to his question, should he be using sand or an 80-20?
Depends how deep he goes.
Yeah, okay.
80-20, does he understand what an 80-20 is? 80-20 is 80% sand
and 20%.
20% green waste compost. So what happens when the green waste compost breaks down is it clogs all the pore spaces of the sand, depending on what type of compost it is, and generally most of it is green waste or poultry litter.
Yeah.
And so getting your levels right is really difficult because what happens is
Compost by its own nature should compost.
Yeah,
And when
should
it does
compost.
that, it's gone.
your levels will drop or sag. And the other thing is it's basically like what you're paying for is by volume 20% really predominantly sawdust.
Yeah, yeah.
Because poultry manure litter is just, it's a sawdust bed and then the birds lay, manure over it.
Yeah.
So your best bet would just be go straight sand and amend it with dynamic lifter or something,
Yeah.
at a high rate.
There you go.
Good stuff. I've got a question here from the sunny coast.
Yep.
My little brother's watching, first time ever,
Oh.
I think.
There it is.
Will the damage from compaction caused by foot traffic during the winter repair itself during the summer, or does it need special attention?
Aerate it.
So, Lockie, the answer to your question is to
Aerate
aerate it. Either with your big guns, you can get out with a pitchfork and try and aerate it yourself, or you can bring in a mechanical machine that will make it 200 times easier. I know
Just
a guy.
He does go, I know a guy on the Sunshine Coast now.
Yeah.
Because this guy doesn't go to the Sunshine
No,
Coast.
not anymore.
It's
Hopefully
just
that
too
answers
far.
your question. The damage to his lawn's being taken care of by his dog.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
He has a cattle dog cross, we don't know.
He could probably
It's
change
a
the
maniac.
path that the dog runs on for a bit,
Yeah.
like to help it recover, and then once he's happy with it, let the dog run right on it again. I got a cattle dog. I know the feeling.
Well, his cattle dog, I'm pretty sure it's crossed with either a Mastiff or Great Dane. It's the
Good.
biggest looking cattle dog you've ever seen in your life.
Where?
He's the Don. Tis Don, tis good.
Hmm.
Were you furiously typing there?
I just got a message the other day from a guy who started a clothes, an apparel brand called Turf Tops, and they're launching tomorrow.
Okay.
So I just thought I'd chuck their website in the
Comments.
comments, and there's a discount code
Yeah, right.
for us.
What's the? What are they?
Turf tops.
Turf
They're
tops.
just made
Turf
of
tops,
turf.
like shirts.
Shirts made of grass.
No, they're like imagery of machinery and all that
Yeah.
sort of stuff.
Cool.
We're also getting a drink sponsor for the Fanatics.
Oh, we.
Yeah. So there's a brand of drinks, a delivery company with a brand of drinks that want to come on board with the Fanatics.
Wow.
That they want to give us a discount code to give to the Fanatics is in the woodworks, but they want the discount code for the Fanatics to be Patience Tins.
Oh. Are they going to make Patience Tins?
So that's the thing. No, it's not. They are a distributor. They're not an actual. No, I wish it was, but
Can we
it's
do
not.
that? Can we tee that up?
We're going to try.
If we can't with them.
Yeah.
Yep.
100%.
Yeah.
Don't forget, for all your Fanatics merch,
Yeah.
go to the merch shop, australianlawnfanatics.com.au.
Yep.
Check it out. You
Happy
can
days.
get hats and
Patience
coolers.
Tins.
Yeah.
You can get.
BT Doves, speaking of turf tops, do we know any more on the sun shirts and when they're arriving?
They're on the ocean at the moment in a steel box.
That's really
On the way.
unpredictable because who knows with shipping at the moment.
Correct.
They
Anyone
they are on the way. They've been completed. The order is completed. They're in a box and they're on the way.
Yeah. Everything's taking double what it
It's
normally
ridiculous
used
at
to.
the moment. It's
But
crazy.
that's kind of realistic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just the way things have gone. Yep.
Got ICL messaging me. Look out. Sammy. It's all happening here
It's
on
all
the
happening here.
live feed tonight.
It
Yeah,
never
there you
stops
go.
working, Semi. Shout out to Semi. She's done a massive amount of work
Yeah.
with this
Yeah.
comp and with our Landscaper Pro Facebook page, getting that up. So
Yeah.
what we will see in like months coming is more content on that page, like linked through the Fanatics, so like
Yeah.
fact sheets, and I'll be able to roll some of the commercial stuff.
She's even got the Instagram going now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's a
Throwing
busy
some
girl.
tags.
She's a busy. She's got nothing else to do.
Yeah.
It's lucky she's in Sydney and she can't hit me.
Yeah.
Even getting some,
Raffles
like,
next time she says.
new golf
She will.
shoes.
The only issue with raffles is they're fairly heavy regimented or regulated.
Yeah, that's
and
fine.
we looked at them early, and each state has a different regulation on what you can and can't do.
No, it's hard if you're doing a national one.
Yeah, and Western Australia is the worst because the raffle has to be based in Western Australia, and tickets can only be bought in Western Australia.
Correct. Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's
Isolate
just-
themselves.
Freaking nightmare.
Yeah.
That's why we did post-it notes. And no, we're not.
In the catcher, remember we used to put all the vote and draw it out of the catcher.
Oh, they all
Yeah.
stick to each other.
Yeah.
And then
Some good times.
I bought 250 ping pong balls. Where are they? They're still here somewhere. And we were gonna.
We could just write them in a book and run a mulch bar through it, and what survives is the winner. No.
I bought 200 ping pong balls, and we were going to get a barrel or something, and stick a leaf blower in the bottom of it.
Yeah.
And if a ball popped out the top, that was the winner. Out the hole in the top.
And they
I remember
all
because you
pop
got
out.
it from Wish or something, you the 200 ping pong balls.
eBay. Yeah.
eBay, yeah. All right, so we're going to go through the discounts. One we forgot before is our great mates at Plant Doctor, so I'll give them a quick shout out.
Yeah.
We missed them on the they're down the front there. So AUSLF is the discount code for them for Water Pro, also for
Landscape supplies.
landscape supplies. So yeah, that's pretty much it for tonight, I think.
Yeah, I think we might wrap it up there.
Shard, once again, thank.
I'm lucky.
Okay.
Sorry.
We're
We're
literally-
winding it up.
We're winding it up.
We're finishing.
Can you press stop for us, Shell? Because we're literally wrapping it up right now. So
So thank you once
thanks
again,
everybody.
ladies and gentlemen. Thanks,
Shell's
Charles.
going to wrap us up because she needs us to get out of the driveway.
Pick up the daughter from Guides. We'll see you in 2 weeks.
See you guys.
See
Thank you.
yous.
Congratulations, Shad.
See you, mate.
Job done.
That one's not off.